tonight, I put the Monetize This championship on the line on the Joe Cronin Show on Monetize This. Boy, boy, boy. What up to C-Man in the chat? And I don't mean semen like people's guys semen. I mean C-Man in the chat, who is a big supporter. Great guy. Amazing to see him out tonight on his way home from work. And YouTube hit about half his comments. I don't know why, but they did. Very strange of YouTube to do that. Skype is the place to be tonight on the Joe Cronin Show. Pre-show to Monetize This. I just ate dinner with the fam. Late dinner. Getting ready for a barbecue Father's Day over at my buddy's house tomorrow. And tonight, I hope to be celebrating tomorrow with my championship in hand as we get ready for Monetize This to be live on my main channel. I feel really good tonight, like in a very sick and disturbing way. We've no doubt heard the rumblings that Tony from the rear has been has resurfaced and maybe wants to be a part of Monetize This tonight. We've also heard of C-Man's support. We've also heard some very weird reports about what's going on tonight on Monetize This. But is any of it really true anyway? You know what I mean? Is any of it really true? It's hard to know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to really figure out what's real and what's not real anymore. You know what I mean? You'd have to be a really bad father to lose your title on Father's Day. That's true. I'd have to be a really shitty dad on Father's Day. As it actually will turn to Father's Day tonight during Monetize This. And I would have to be a very piss-poor father to lose the belt on Father's Day. I do agree with you. I think you are dead on with that. Now, a lot of people would say, you know, why do all these people want to be friends with you, Joe, who constantly bash you and shit on you and say horrific things about you? I've gotten that question today. Now, I was, like I said, I don't pay much attention to anything anymore. I used to pay a lot of attention, but I've given up paying attention in the last 3 or 4 months. I've just completely been busy, obviously, with work and stuff like that. And, you know, you do wonder about those things. You wonder, and the answer is that people are just full of shit. You know? That's really the answer, is that people are just so full of shit. So that's it. So when you guys question me and send me emails and say, why did this guy do this? And I just kind of blow you off and you get upset about it sometimes. You say, why did you no-sell it? Why don't you talk about it? Well, why would you talk about retards? You know, or why would you talk about retarded shit? Unless it benefits the show and it gets funny, you know, for the most part, it's really just a worthless pile of shit. You know, it's really just a waste of time, including my own time and a lot of people's time. What up to C-Man, who's on the call? The first one up on deck for the open forum before Monetize This starts. C-Man, you're not going to crash your car like Drew would do, are you?
This is actually Gargan. I got done hanging out with Adolf Hitler. Turns out he doesn't actually hate the Jews. He was just misunderstood.
Oh, my God. Garguts, listen, I mean, we might have believed some of the other celebrities that you say you're friends with, but, you know, to say you're friends with Adolf Hitler, you know what? I actually believe that one.
I just have a look, man. No, it's C-Man. What's up, bro?
No, what's going on, dude? What's up, C-Man? How you doing?
Only.
Ooh, you're lagging a lot. You must be calling from the Wi-Fi of a hood. Wow, your connection is worse than Bullfrog's fucking mathematical skills. At least this is live on the air, so you know I'm not fucking with you. This is your shit right now.
No.
Basically, all I hear is like, that's what we're getting out of you right now. This is quality though, from C-Man. I gotta be honest. This is really quality stuff. Like, you know, he definitely wants to control who the co-hosts are. Let's see if we can. No, I'm just kidding. But what's up? Are you okay now? Can I hear you now?
Here.
Not really. That barely came through. You're a mess. I would, you know what? Hang up and call back. See if we get you on a different satellite. Hit *67 on your phone. No, hit what's it? *33. What the fuck's the code to reset your geographical connection? Everybody, somebody tell him. It's like *37. Somebody figure it out. That guy's on McDonald's Wi-Fi right now. C-Man, you're on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Interesting, C-Man. Let's bring it up. Who's got questions for the champ before Monetize This starts? Who's got questions for the champ before Monetize This starts? Come on. Let's go. Come on, Daddy, come on. Who's got questions for the champ tonight, huh? You want me to play more Sepultura for you? Listen, that McDonald's Wi-Fi did suck. And we are going to make fun of you for that later. But it's okay, man. Listen, the Obama phones, they don't always work. We'll see what's up. Inspector Todd in the chat says Jacob RP won't be on tonight. He'll be at the club with his polo jeans and a new friend. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. Jacob RP won't be. Jacob RP really doesn't come on the show. He like pops in and says things once in a while, but he really doesn't do much. But so you're telling me that he's going to be at the club tonight? Wow. I mean, he does say he gets pussy like crazy. So that would make sense if he's at the club, right? Like if Jacob's at the club, it makes sense.
Like that. Girls like clean guys. Girls like clean eyebrows. Yes, I thread my eyebrows. I look clean all the time. I have a fresh haircut. But just so you know, girls like that. Girls.
Is that him? Is that what you're telling me? So Jacob won't be at Jacob won't be on Montage. Well, he hasn't really been around anyway, but like I said, hey, good kudos to him. Do you say, what is braid your eyebrows? People do that? What the fuck does that mean?
Like clean guys. Girls like clean eyebrows. Yes, I thread my eyebrows.
I have no eyebrows, so is that why like girls used to like me? Because I know that this light is like really making me look horrific, but I mean, God, man, who knows? What's up with this?
I look clean all the time. I have a fresh haircut.
I don't want to give it all away right now because we got a lot to do on Monetize This tonight. There's going to be a lot of shit spewed tonight on the show. There's no doubt about it. And listen, C-Man, I just added you on Skype. Okay, C-Man. Now, someone did send me a clip of you, C-Man, saying that I was a dirty, rotten scumbag and stuff like that. I don't care. I'm just telling you people are sending the stuff of you. All the people that, you think are your friend are probably the people sending you. I don't know when you said this stuff. I don't know what. You could have said it last year for all I know, and someone could be bringing it up. I'm just saying. By the way, the other night on Corrupted, J-Lo won again, man. Look at this. Who the fuck is going to beat J-Lo? You tell me who the fuck is going to beat J-Lo, because nobody is. Margot Robbie, I was like, yeah, maybe she will. And then I saw her. I was like, no, look at this J-Lo picture. Are you serious? What the fuck is going to beat this girl? Who the fuck is going to beat her? Right now, she's fucking hot, and nobody would beat her because Chris Brown isn't around. What's up, too? Look at that, a Joker image for C-Man.
Hey, don't roast Joker. I like that movie.
No, I love that movie. I fucking love it. It's sad, dark, and depressing.
Yeah, it is fucked up. I apologize for the connection cutting out. That was fucked up on my part, but I went through a real bad spot there. But I pulled over that way I could at least be respectful and hopefully keep the connection stable.
It's all good, man. You could have just called later. It's not I don't give, but that's cool of you. Anyway, so you were saying you had a criticism about co-hosts, and I told you in the chat that, hey, listen, man, anybody can be on, but who's on is who's on. You know what I mean? Like I put on, basically by the time we run through all the people that come on the show, those are the people that were waiting in the Discord at this point.
I mean, I get it to a degree. Am I allowed to speak freely, or is shit going to end up getting muted if I bring up certain names?
Go ahead. Bring it on. It's Monetized This night, and I'm going to fuck someone in the ass.
Well,
Run through the gamut. Run through the gamut.
run through the game. I'm not gonna be complete fucking cunt to you, but
Why would you be a cunt to me? I thought you were like me.
oh my god. I can see how this is gonna go.
What do you talk? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, we're already starting with like the deflection tactics that like I get ready to say something and you're gonna deflect it to something else. That way I get distracted.
I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just fucking around. I'm trying to be. I'm on coffee right now, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't want
to. He's kicking in, huh?
So wait a minute. So it's weird. You're taking like a weird tone now all of a sudden. I don't get it. Who are you?
My name.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, like, what, are you playing a character now, or like, what's going on?
C-Man is banned. Somebody tell me.
Well, now we know.
Yeah,
What, now,
I'll let me start with my personal grievance with you.
Go ahead. You didn't have one. We just talked recently, and you said you were cool. Like, why am I banned? I'm like, I don't know. Let me unban you.
Hold on. Let me speak, please.
Okay, you go.
That's what I'm trying to do, but you keep cutting me off, bro. Come on. When we spoke weeks ago on that show with Bullfrog, I don't believe you actually tried to unban me. I think you don't want me over on the Joe Cronin show chat.
Stop right there. I'm going to explain that. Stop right there. Last night on the show, we had a guy who was banned in the chat, and I showed you live. I went over to unban him. It was impossible to unban him. We did it live on the show. Then Drew said, go into the blocked accounts and try to unban him there. And I said, he's not in there. So I was unable to unban the person. And by the way, I like the person, so I have no idea why the guy was banned. He's not in the banned section. In fact, we joked about this on Corrupted. We actually showed many of the funnier and sicker blocked accounts in my community. And we were laughing about the account names. I went through all the account names, and I swear to you, we could not find the guy. So I said, send me your YouTube channel so I can go to your page and unblock you there. I went there, I unblocked him, and then it still says unblock. And I kept refreshing, and there was no way to unblock him. And I said, this is not the first time this has happened. This has happened with several other people. And part of this goes back to like a mod doing, like blocking people who they shouldn't have blocked. But for some reason, this has happened with many other people too. People that I'm friends with, never had a beef with at all or a problem with whatsoever. And they go, dude, I'm still blocked. And I go, well, let me go unblock you. And then I do it. And then 2 days later, they're like, dude, what the fuck? Whatever. You're not going to unblock me. And I'm like, I did. And basically, it puts me in a weird spot. So anyway, I want you to continue from where you left off, but I did want to bring that up. And I showed that live on the stream the other day. There is some kind of glitch going on YouTube.
Yeah. No, because I did bitch about this on another show because like my suspicion was starting to get raised because like I got unblocked in Ken's chat, I got unblocked in Dave Rose's, so on and so forth. And there was no issues like I had when we were trying to get me unblocked on yours. But when I bitched about this, I still provided the benefit of the doubt because I know Google's fucking weird and there's glitches and shit. So
well, I'm not going to be gay. I'm not going to be gay and be like, oh, like I like you and then leave you blocked. Like what the that's fucking stupid.
Man, I appreciate what you do, and your shows have got me through so many fucking horrible times in my life where there wasn't anything else to put my attention to. But like, there is stuff that you do that is just fucking weird when it comes to other people. And please do not jump on the I'm just a piece of shit asshole thing that you do when people bring this up. Like sometimes
I don't really do that. I don't really do that.
You do that.
When did I do
just
that?
Own it. It's cool. It's not a huge like. I just didn't want the conversation to go that way.
You have all these preconceived conceptions, though. I don't understand that.
I think it's accurate. Like I'm not gonna be one of these people that goes and gets a whole bunch of clips and does a whole fucking show on it. But like, there has been enough times where you play this like victim card of sorts. Like, oh, why? I guess I'm just a big fucking asshole. Like, if people bring up why did JB leave, like that's almost your go-to response. If it's a scenario where you really want me to find like a timestamp and shit, I'll go find you a multitude of them because I know they exist. I'm a hardcore fan and watch the shows. These grievances that I have, and the problem with the co-hosts also stems from some of the treatment that people have received and why they leave. And then you don't own that. You just kind of deflect.
Give me the treatment. Give me the treatment. What's the bad? What's the treatment? Why? So wait a minute. So let's start. So why did JB leave?
Are we going based off of what he said? Because I don't know if that's accurate.
So you're calling JB a liar. I made him leave, and JB's a liar.
I never said you made JB leave. Don't put words in my mouth.
Well, okay, so what are you saying, though? Why? So you're blaming me for everyone who's ever left. You're blaming me. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that part of the problem why people leave and don't come back is because of these backhanded comments and then refusal of ownership.
Okay, give me some example of that. I don't know what you're talking. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think you're. I think you're taking people who beef with each other and you're turning it into me with backhanded comments, which isn't accurate. But okay, give me why did JB leave then?
See, you're dancing around with me. I'm not gonna play the game with that, bro. Like,
what game are you playing right now?
Finish, please. I do not have these verbatim quotes on hand of specific things that have been said.
Okay, so you have no facts.
Hold on. I don't believe that it is fair for you to demand that when you are ambiguous as fuck when you do these kind of backhand comments with people.
What backhanded comment?
It's the one that's coming to mind, and again, it's not going to be verbatim word for word, but it was a little bit after JB left. You were doing some sort of gaming stream, and Jake DeMarco was on with you, and you kept making these fucking little sly comments about JB being gone and him not telling you the real truth because he's a fucking weirdo and so on and so forth.
I really believe that. That wasn't a backhanded comment. I was saying I really think there's another reason why he left. That was my honest opinion.
It was some slick Rick type shit.
No, it wasn't. No, I made it very clear everywhere. Nope, I made it very clear everywhere. I didn't believe why he left. I made it very clear. He addressed it. Everybody addressed it.
You're not letting me finish. And then JB called in on that show and called you out for the exact same thing I'm saying right now. And then you played.
So I agree with you that I made comments. You know what I mean? Where it was like, dude, why don't you just let the guy go? Leave it alone. That I would agree with you on. I will agree with you on that. But these aren't sly, slick back comments. They're me being like butthurt and complaining. Just like you hear many people butthurt complain about me constantly, but you're not upset about that. So PM Ejac in the chat says, crazy people like this caller are why he dipped. That's what he thinks. What do you think about that?
That's a bummer for him. Why I dipped is because of, hey guys, man, what's up? I was just hanging out with fucking Mike the Ostrich, and he let me tickle his butthole.
But why? So you're calling me right now, though. I don't understand. And you're in the chat. Like, I mean, you've been in the chat. Garguts has been around for 4 years.
What does that have to do with him being a fucking compulsive liar?
Okay, I call him out on it all the time. And I don't even know. I don't know if he is lying. He might be telling the truth. It's just funny when he brings up stories.
And we both know he's full of shit.
So So your complaint so you're mad at me because JB left?
No, and you're doing the thing again where you're putting words in my mouth. That's not what I said. I said the quality of shows has dipped, and there isn't any good co-hosts anymore because of the backhanded shit. And then I think the biggest thing.
Wait a minute. Why did they leave? Why did they leave in the first place? Then you're saying the backhanded stuff came afterwards.
You're avoiding it because you're on the spot. Can you let me finish?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Track my thoughts now because you won't let me fucking talk.
I just want to stop when you hit one point, so I want to go back now to why did they leave in the first place? So wait a minute. We're not doing this. Is not very difficult. Why did they leave in the first? Why did JB leave in the first place?
I'm not even. Can I? Are you going to interrupt me if I try to do the statement again?
Just curious. Just 1 second. So the reason why people left are from backhanded comments, but you're talking about after they left.
Yeah, I think the reason why they don't come back is the refusal of ownership, is what I was trying to say.
And ownership to what?
If you would just own that you like to talk shit and you like the drama and you have fun with it, it would be cool. If people could fucking
I actually have the least fun with it. I have the least fun with it. That's why I don't do this usually. I have the least fun with it.
Shit, because you call into YR and we all know what YR does.
Haven't called into him in 6 months.
Yes, we know. It's been talked about, but you used to because you had fun with this kind of shit. And it's fun.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to fuck around when people.
It's fun. Just own it. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? Come on, just own it, bro. It's all right.
Are you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me talk?
Oh, now we're gonna do that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was fun until people left. Like until people really got hurt by it. It was real fun until that. It was kind of funny, like. So your idea is if somebody talks shit about me for a year and I call in to respond to that, that's a problem, But if I don't call into that and respond to that, then that's also a problem. What's the right answer?
I didn't say it was a problem, and you just fed me a bunch of word salad. That way it's hard for me to come up with a response.
Okay.
Like, I didn't say it was a problem at all. I just, like I said, I think it would be cool if you just took ownership of the fact that you find these kinds of things fun. And some of the most prominent moments in Monetize This history are when people get into fucking bickering match and drama fights and so on and so forth. Like, that's part of it. And it's this denial that you have fun with it and don't participate in it. You're just more ambiguous.
Why do you think it's? Why do you think that? How am I ambiguous about it now? I literally. What you're saying is like it's either fun or it isn't. That's not true. Sometimes it's fun to have fun, but it's not fun when it gets real. It's not fun when actually people get hurt.
Yeah, there's people that are a problem. Like we all, Alien Man's the number one prominent person that's an issue. But some of these other guys that just sit and talk shit and make sly comments, like I don't know how destructive that really is. You know what I mean? And then some of the, please let me finish. Some of these other people, it's like you have personal beef with it, but you guys go back and forth with the real fucked up shit that you say to each other.
Actually, if you've noticed, so especially the last year to 6 months, I've really attempted to just stay in my bubble, do my show, and then not get into these type of things because they never end.
Yeah, to a degree, and I also agree with you on that. That's one thing I've noticed is that this shit just keeps going, and then it's always there's someone new that gets Wolfpack. Like we went from Bullfrog to fucking I think Danny MT is the flavor of the week right now, which is fun to shit on him, to be honest with you. But like it's constantly switching around.
Yeah, but see, Danny MT threatened to kill us about 3 years ago, so this is like all old. We've already done this.
People, and he's still threatening people and not taking ownership of it either, which is what's hilarious. You can provide him direct quotes of shit he said, and he's like, "Oh,
well, but the thing is,
so fucking..."
Well, it's weird is when when he wanted to kill me, people said he was a good guy and I was a scumbag. But now it seems like it's the other way, so it seems kind of weird.
I'm pretty sure
maybe you didn't, but when Danny, we got this like all documented. When Danny MT did this stuff 3 years ago to me, I'm not sure what he did now. I'm not even sure, so I can't speak on that. But what I know is that 3 years ago, I said this stuff, and then people were doing shows about me, about how I can't just forgive people and get over it. And they can, but I can't. Like, why can't you just be a man and shake this guy's hand?
Yeah, I don't agree with that statement. And there's people that do shows on you that I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you on? Because they'll nitpick the fuck out of everything you say and do. I think there's some stuff that's worthy of criticism.
I agree. I agree. I think there's some stuff worth criticism, and I agree that I play a game to an extent. I will, but I play it less right now than I ever have before, and I try to keep people's names out of my mouth because I don't want other people affected or to get into it with anybody. That's why I stay away from it right now. I'm at the point where I'm done. I'm like I'm almost like JB, except I can't leave. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so it's even more creepy. So just think about it from my perspective as far as that goes. But I understand from your perspective as a listener, though, of seeing the runaround and eventually, because I said this the other day, I said, I've watched YouTubers before, like Boogie2988. I love Boogie. But then there's a part of me that, like, I'm annoyed by him because I'm like, dude, like, you said this years ago, and now you're saying this? Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, Boogie's a fake fuck.
Yeah,
I am not a fan.
But I still don't want to hate him, and I don't want to make, the guy is the reason why some of the things that I do are the way I do them. And I think he's a good dude. I just think he doesn't know, and I sort of see the perspective because this happens to me. You don't know what to do next. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know who to, like, 1 minute I'm friends with someone, the next minute they're saying, like, I'm a bad father, and I'm going to, like, I suck at this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so, like, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I can understand, and I think when people, especially when fuckers who don't have kids, bring up your parenting, I think it's fucking disgusting. I think it's pathetic. It's low-hanging fruit to go after someone's kids like that. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
But so I also respect what you're saying, like, and I do agree with you. I think if we talked, I would say maybe 30% of what you think you would maybe change your mind on, but 70%, 60%, maybe it's, some of it's either dead accurate or some of it's like in the middle somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not saying this to be an asshole, because like Joe, I got a lot of respect for you. I got a love for what you do. I think a lot of what I'm saying is based off of patterns that I have picked up on, like from the Tommy C and Dead on Dave days.
Right.
And I know those guys. I'm not like super close with them like I used to be. Well, really, I was close with Dave, but like it's a pattern, bro. And that's where a lot of this, like my analysis of the shit, that sounds so fucking pretentious analysis because it's YouTube shit. But like, just from what I've seen,
right,
it's like, it's a thread.
Well, I've said it live.
Some of the shit that happened with them was fucked up, and it's kind of,
it is a weird pattern. I don't know what to tell you about that. Because eventually, I've said this on the show, I go, dude, hey, eventually it's got to be me. Like, it's got to be something to do with the way I rub people eventually. Now, whether I'm right, they're right, or we're all wrong or whatever, it's got to be something that I do that rubs people some kind of way, obviously. Like, I don't want to, dude, I want to bring in people, be friends with them, and do shows with them. I don't want to have a falling out with people. Like JD. Yeah. The reason why me and JD fell out was because I called him out eventually on him. And if you go back and watch some of the last episodes, the comments are filled with people saying, like, JD just mailed it in this episode. JD didn't give a fuck tonight. And then he started not showing up. And I got pissed, and I finally said something. Because I tend to, just like I said something to you in the chat tonight, like up until I had I was kind of fucking around a little bit with you because I was like, yeah, I know you've said some shit because people sent me stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm not afraid to meet it head on. Like, I'm not afraid to hear a criticism that's real. But most criticisms, the problem is they're not real. So what happens is they all blend together. Like, if you have a real criticism or a question, like, that makes sense. I would honor that discussion. Mm-hmm. But most people aren't honorable about it. They suddenly decide they don't like me, and then they want to do an expose that, you know what I mean? So but I also get entertainment. I also get, like, fucking around and, like, making some jokes out of shit. And, like, that's not a problem either.
Mm-hmm.
But
this shit's, and that's
right.
Like, if I can, I'm going to try to sum up, like, just my and it's just suggestions. It's not me telling you what the fuck to do, how to run your show. These are suggestions as a viewer who has been disappointed with the quality as of late.
Right.
Lower the amount of people on, I'm going to just say it and then be done. I'll let you know when I'm done. Lower the amount of people that are on, and the people that really fucking suck, maybe a little less time on, because it fucking takes me out of the show, man.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I want you to know that there are some nights where I have 5 people on the call and I'm talking and I'll stop and I'll even ask questions and 2 won't be there. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, all right, let me bring another person on because there's dead air and there's not a flow going on. Some nights we have a good flow, and some nights we have good flows, bad points, good points. It's all over the place now. It used to be pretty decent at the beginning and, fade away at the end, but in the middle there'd be 2 or 3 hours of fire. Like, just fucking go, But that, you don't think I want that? Like, you're crazy. And you don't think that, like, I don't want, like, to have good quality? I do. I'd like to have, a few other people on the show. I never not want that. I think and I'm not trying to say that it's not my fault, because it's obviously got something to do with me at some point. But if you look at a lot of things that go on, there's a certain point where you can't, you can't bring people in again when they literally just fucking will do the worst to you and say these terrible things. But also, a lot of people, they don't want to be part of the show. Like JB left, I don't know what to say about that at this point. He left because he's got to take care of his family, and he's got family time now. So people keep bringing that up every day, and it's like, I didn't tell this guy to leave. And one of his major issues with leaving, I can't speak for him. You'd have to ask him. I'm not trying to speak for him. One of the reasons is the community was intense. One of the reasons is he wanted family time. And then a third reason was the real extreme people that we don't know who they are. I bring them up all the time, and I constantly get messages from people saying, why are you blaming this person? I say, I'm not blaming that person. I don't know who it is. That's why I'm ambiguous about it, because I don't know who it is. Oh, well, you're making it seem like it's this person. I'm like, we don't know who it is.
Most of it's Scott. I would have to say most of it's Scott. You can tell just by how he fucking types in the chat whenever those fake names pop up. And then, I mean, this is just a hunch based off of what I know about the guy. I think SC kind of does some of this shit as well. I think he gets a kick out of fucking with people on a weird level. Like that's just my guesses on who would be like.
So
like you said, there's concrete
I
evidence,
want you to
but
think about where those people, reside and why I stay away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't get into this stuff as much.
well, neither of them are really over with YR anymore, if that's who you're referring to.
Well, but
they're
either,
not over.
but the thing is, you got to understand, there's lots of things. You got to think about, I'm a human being. Like, I've said this a million times. I'm trying to be funny on this show tonight before Monetize this, but we're getting pretty deep here. I don't really have a problem with almost anybody. I really don't care. I think people should have fun and whatever else, but I still am a human being. So if I'm talking to someone and they're like, I really love you and I want to do stuff, and then I'm like, cool, and then they don't show up, but then a week later they're saying I'm a scumbag. It's very, it's at some point psychologically, you got to understand. That's why I feel bad for Boogie, because I think he's in that position if he doesn't know what the fuck to do, because he's got so many trolls and shit like that. I'm sort of like that too, so I hunker down into my own little bubble. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to play victim right now and say like, oh, poor me. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not trying to do that.
Explanation. If I felt like you were trying to pull a victim card, I'd just fucking flat out call you out on it. I think and there's enough evidence of having people that you have on the show, and then the next day they're fucking over talking shit. Like the person that always comes to mind is fucking Big Fuego Jacob, bro. Fucking that metrosexual douchebag. Like, he's the number one prime example of the fucking flip-flopping bullshit that everybody gets sick of, because and then when you confront him on it, he's like, oh, come on, man. I just, I love you, man. You're cool.
Well, but see, then the funny thing about him is, bless his heart, right? Like, he is the most non-threatening, like, obvious one. So it's like it's almost like cute, right? Like, because you just know, right? Like, here he is. So that guy, like, really, like, he's like the cute one of all of it. He's like the least dangerous person because he's such a goof. In fact, I enjoy it. I look forward to it. I had someone tell me earlier that he was saying something, and listen, I don't have a problem really with you, Jacob, if you're listening. I will probably play some of your clips that I have because they're hilarious, of you saying you know how to get pussy in women and your eyebrows are done by a female and you braid your pubic hair. That's fucking hilarious.
Fucking shit to Dave Rose, and then as soon as Dave came in, he fucking, oh, Dave, I love you, man. You're a good guy. I like you. You're great. And he did that fucking, like, he couldn't even make it 30 seconds after Dave showed up before he started sucking Dave's dick. He did crack one joke at his expense. I'll give him that, but
right. Well, I think he's just having fun. I think he doesn't understand things. He always does the same thing. He always comes on Monetize This for like a couple times for like a second, and then he goes, I don't know, I just didn't feel it over there. I didn't fit or whatever. Like, he says that all the time. It's the same thing like some other people have said before, and it's like, well, you never told me that. So, like, it's the same thing when people go, oh, Joe never did shows with me, or I was promised shows. You never brought it up. The only people that have ever said, like we got to do a show that I didn't end up getting to do a lot of shows with was this guy Arknolia. Like, me and him we did 4 shows together, and we should have done about 12. It was and Tony also. Tony's another guy who's like, we got to do shows.
I want to say real quick that I was going to say Tony's another example.
Yes,
but he also gives you shit on a regular basis at this point, so it's kind of like a toss up.
Let me ask you this question. Based on what you know, because I don't know. You know more than me because I tuned out a while back because emotionally I can't deal with it. I emotionally can't deal with it. I'm not going to be a pussy. I'll be a pussy. I'll say it. I don't care. I tuned out about 5 months ago of anything negative. Maybe not 4 months ago of anything negative. Because it was because I knew that I had to, start looking for some other things to work and stuff was going on in my house. I can't even talk about something like, say one of my kids or somebody gets sick or something happens to somebody. I can't talk about it because there'll be a whole fucking website on it, which is why part of the, probably why JB, whatever. But so some things I can't talk about. I got to hold it in. And 1 minute someone's my friend. The next minute they're burying me for some reason. Sometimes it's legitimate, and I think there's a lot of things that I do that are legitimate. I'm very distant. I'm super distant. I got abandonment issue, which is funny because this is the ultimate abandonment type of scenario on YouTube. It's weird.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but what's the question you wanted to ask me?
No. I'm glad you got to cut me off. I'm on coffee, and I got ADD.
You were going off, and you're starting to teeter into that victim territory.
All right.
And I'm not saying
no. Good job. No. You did. I like you for this. So my point is, should I bring Tony back? Do you think after what you've heard from me and what you've heard maybe from him, is this a guy that really he likes me or he hates me, or what do you get out of this?
Well, I listen to different stuff throughout the day because, like, during work, I'm out on a mower and shit. I do landscaping, and then I got schoolwork later on in the evening. So, like, I'm constantly listening to podcasts to try and keep myself fucking entertained. So, like, I keep up to date on the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you should do is Tony had said he was going to call in tonight and have a discussion with you. I think bring him on, just you two. Do not bring other people in because they will fucking wolf pack him, and I don't think that's fair to Tony.
So,
I think
but let me stop you there. But
let me hold on, please. Just let me finish real quick, please.
Okay.
Tony has said some fucked up shit in regards to you that I do not agree with, and I have shit all over him in the chat due to it. Whenever he says some shit that's just completely out of fucking pocket or retarded or a nitpick, I tell him, bro, you're fucking weird. Shut up on this one. You're out on left field. But there is some stuff. I think there's some stuff. I think he honestly, it's a similar scenario with me where he was a big fucking mega fan. He got disappointed with where the shows was going, except he was on regularly and considered you a friend, and I feel like he feels like he got thrown aside or whatever, so on and so forth. I don't think you threw him aside. I think he threw himself aside in a sense.
That's what I believe too, because I did not throw him aside. I was looking for him to be on the shows. I think he got resentful of like Jesse or something, and he just like left and was like, "Fuck this." Yeah, like you love Jesse more or something.
Yeah, that's, like I said, that's something I believe you guys should have a discussion, not even just for the fact that I think it'd be good for both parties. I think it'd be entertaining as fuck to see where it goes, because I'm curious if Tony's going to come in and just suck your butthole, or if he's actually going to bring up his points that he has against you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have him on next, so Tony, stay on deck. But what do you think? You said you wouldn't be fair if people wolf-packed him. But do you think it's fair? He seems to wolf-pack me constantly, and I don't defend myself ever.
Listen, you are going to get wolf-packed no matter what, because you are literally the center head of the community. And I hate saying the community. It feels so fucking cheesy, but you are always going to get wolf-packed. And this is why I was going to suggest to you earlier, as one of the things I wanted to say, just fucking say names, because the people that talk about you are going to talk about you no matter what you fucking do. Well, so if you just own this shit and go for it, man, like, it's going to be better, I think, for both parties, as long as it doesn't become this out-of-hand thing where we're taking shots at wives and kids and so on and so forth.
Well, that's actually what that already happens to me, so it doesn't matter. Like, my point is this: I don't do that because I don't give in to bullies. So I don't want to get into a fun game with bully people. I know what the deal is. So
who are you referring? Can I ask who you're referring to specifically as a bully?
I'm referring to anybody who says stuff about my family, me, my show. For the most part, is really just doing it to do some kind of weird bully mentality tactic. And that's just so many different people that you could just lump that into whatever. Now, this is people that criticize. Anybody can criticize. That's not a big problem. But there's actual people that are, you know what I mean? You can tell. I know what's going on. I'm not stupid. I went to school in the city. You know what I mean? I understand what people are. And so when I see that, I go, okay. Like, I now believe, like, I wasn't sure about you. I wasn't sure what was going on with you, what was up. I can feel you on this now, because I understand that you really mean this, that you really like the show, but you're disappointed, and there's things that you see that have pissed you off at this point, because, this is really your perspective. And some people in the chat thought, oh, this guy's a troll, or this guy's
I own my shit wherever I go. Like, that's just how I am. That's integrity's fucking important to me.
I think that's true. Like, listen, so I respect that. I don't think that, and I think that you got to understand once again that I'm human. And if you just say all negative things about me, then it's going to be like, wow, okay, so this is really just fake. This is a fake outrage thing. I'm not going to really entertain it, because I'm going to go, well, these people are fake. Like, this is all just bullshit. And then what happens is, if you're just being silly or just bringing up all negative things, and then 5 people that I was friends with block me on Twitter and leave my Patreon because of things you said that weren't true, I'm going to be like, wow. So, like, this dumb shit that wasn't true got people to actually believe it, and they actually left over it. So that constantly happens for a long time. Like, so like if you had a business and you had a restaurant and you cooked food and the restaurant down the street was like, you go over to Dan's restaurant, man, you know what Dan does? You know, one time, like, there's like rats there and stuff. Like, and this guy hates his customers. Like, there's people that go over there and they complained about their food and he told them, good, get out. And then the people go, oh my God, really? Wow, I'll never go there again. But that didn't happen. Who are they? Good people? It's like, no, that they're not good people. And I'm not going to spend my life defending myself either to that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, at what point, what do you do? So I just throw my hands up in the air and I say, whatever, man. Whatever you say I am is what I am. I mean, I will have this conversation with you because I think it's real somewhat. I think there's a lot of people like you who aren't sure what to think. And then when they hear,
I heard that little somewhat you threw in there, you jerk.
Wait, go back. What do you mean?
You said, I think it's real somewhat, and then you kept going. You jumped right over it. I heard that.
Oh, yeah. So, like, well, I think that there's some things that you – wait a minute. What was I saying? Go back and correct me here.
I don't remember. Listen, I'm being as genuine as I can fucking possibly be. Like, I'm
That's what I'm saying about you.
With the people I don't like, and like if I see some shit that I think sus, I say, yo, that's fucking lame. Let's do something different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that same thing. Like when you remember when I posted that thing about fucking Garguts and his lot, like it's legit. But it also goes both ways. If I like someone or if I appreciate and get a new perspective on them, like I used to fucking hate Dave Rose, but he was real respectful and kind to me when I called in to discuss some of the shit that was going on. And so like I've gained a newfound respect. I wouldn't say I'm a Dave Rose fan or anything like that, but I do enjoy some of the stuff that he does and get along with him now and have a respect for him. So like, yeah, I think the perception can evolve as well.
Well, me and him have gotten along, hated each other, hated each other. When Tommy C attacked him, I said, dude, I think what you did to Dave was wrong. And that's when I first stuck up with him. And I said, I think he's great on your show. And but also Dave in 2015, if you go back, you know, he was doing shit on how my show's not good anymore. I mean, so do you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like a thing. It's, oh, my show's not good anymore in 2015. In 2016, oh, my show's not good anymore, but now I'm back and it is, oh, my show's not good anymore. You know, so like, nobody's,
can I ask you
why are people real to me? No, ask me the question. Go ahead. Ask me the question. Mine was a loaded question.
Yeah, well, it almost answers your question. How open are you to actually having these discussions with people? Because like originally when I was calling in, I wonder if you perceived that it was going to be just this big fucking douchebag loser calling in to rant and rave, but it ended up being a real discussion. Like I know you have ADHD and you fucking bounce around all over the place sometimes. Like how many times has people needed to talk to you and you're just not available for them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean,
and then not have it happen, and then they finally have enough. They're like, fuck it, Joe doesn't seem to give a shit, so I'm a peace out. Like I guarantee that's probably like 2/3 of some of the shit that's happened is just horrible communication because you're not making yourself available enough for people.
Well, you got
especially these hardcore. I'm almost done. I'm sorry.
No, go
especially
ahead.
these hardcore co-hosts that have been around with you for a while. Like I if I remember, some of the shit that happened with Tommy C and Dead on Dave was just that, was the lack of communication. And they finally had enough. And they're like, all right, we're done.
Yes. This is true. One of the things though is, if I were to show you, like, I talk to people a lot. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I talk to people a lot when they're close with me. Like, me and JB and Ken talked a lot. We talked all the time. We were always in messages. You know what I mean? Like, we always talk. Me and Drew talk all the time. Like, we could talk every second on instant messenger, whatever it is. So
you got a trooper in Drew. I don't always find him the most hilarious, but like he fucking sticks by you thick and thin, man. He's got your back. So like Drew's one of the guys that even if he's not on the ball that night, like it's still nice to see him showing up and like having fun with you guys.
Well, he's a good guy.
Suck Drew's
well, Jake,
on that one.
No, Jake does too, because both Drew and Jake do. Because listen,
Jake and Drew, I said that to I think I was in Tommy's chat and I'd said about Jake DeMarco being a good guy and sticking by you through thick and thin.
Listen, the fact that they put up with me and they're able to deal with me, I mean, it's huge, man. It really is. But I think one of the things that gets lost is there's sort of two different things going on. Like when I'm with a co-host who's friends with me that I bring in because I want to work with someone a lot, we have a great communication. With one of the reasons with Rose, things wouldn't work out all the time is because it's sort of like, I don't even want to go into it because I've already been in it with him. He's got a different point of view on it. It's just we're never going to see eye to eye on it. But, one of the things is lots of people send me ideas and times and let's do this and that. And what's going on is a lot of times is I'm doing something at home or I'm with my kids or I'm trying to do something, whatever it is. I'm doing a million things throughout the day. And someone will say, let's do this, that, or the other thing. And I'll be like, yeah, we'll see about that. And then I'll message them back and I'll say, okay, let's do that thing now. And they will say, wow, like I was looking for that 2 days ago. And I'll be like,
how
okay,
many times
well.
does it happen where you go to say, hey, let's do this now, and then you end up going and doing something else as well, like almost repeating the cycle? Like, does that happen?
It's
sorry, my tone sounded horrible there. At the
no,
end.
it's once in a while. It's like it's all of those things. It's mostly not as big a deal as you think. Like with Tony showed signs that he was being bizarre. So right from the beginning, I'm not gonna worry about bending over backwards for certain things. Now, I asked him, he asked me on several occasions to do things. I wasn't able to make it. I asked him on several occasions. He didn't answer me back. So we both had this situation where we missed each other. And it turned into like, oh, he won't do this with me sort of thing. And it's like, dude, that's not the case. You never, like a lot of these times people don't come to me and say, hey, I am now at the point of this. No one ever says that to me. What ends up happening is some shit talk happens at some place. Instead of coming to me like a man or a person and saying, I think you're fucking not making time for me here and I feel ignored, not to be a dick, but I feel this way. That never happens. That almost never has happened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I owe you an apology because I essentially did that because I called into Dave and I was like I don't think he actually meant to, like he didn't actually legitimately try to unban me. I definitely did that, and I think I said something else the other day. I can't remember. It was when you messaged me on Patreon with the you said about maybe Jesse found me naughty. I was like, oh well, this is suspicious. So like I did. My first reaction was, well, if this pops up in a show somewhere, I'm just gonna go talk about it real quick and then peace out. Like so, but now I am presenting this shit to you. Like these are the grievances I have. I think this is really the first opportunity that's popped up where I could have a discussion with you and it not be where I have to worry about fucking some douchebag jumping down my throat to defend you. And granted, they're your co-hosts and they're your friends, so they should defend you. But at the same time, I think sometimes people bring up legitimate concerns and then they just get wolf-packed by the chat. I'm sure the chat was fucking eating me alive when I first hop on. They get wolf-packed by the chat, the fucking whoever else is on, so on and so forth. Listen, my phone's at like fucking 10% and I still got another
we gotta get moving anyway. But yeah, listen, we'll do it again. But I don't want to make my whole life about... See, and the other thing, too, is I don't want to make all my shows in my whole life about me defend myself over what jokes. Because most of the time, I'm making a joke, and it's like supposed to be a comedy show, and someone will be like, can't believe you said that. Well, it's a comedy show. Does Tim Dillon, does Bill Burr, when they say something, do they get like an hour done on, oh my God, they said this. It's not a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, listen, I could have the back and forth forever with this stuff because it's fun to talk about, and I almost want to argue some of your points sometimes to the death. But I'll close with this. Like, this is my suggestion as a fan. Maybe once every couple months, like you had that producers roundtable. Maybe have like a live call in, air your grievances style show every once in a while where fans are able to call in and be like, yo, this is what we're digging, this is what we don't like, so on and so forth. And obviously you're gonna have people that are fucking cocksuckers calling in and being assholes, but I think you're gonna find that you might have some old time fans come back and that have needed to have this talk with you about what they're feeling. Because like I know it sounds fucking gay, but like we spend hours listening to the conversations and enjoying them, and they become a part of our lives. So like, even though it's YouTube, it's still such a huge part of people's lives. So like these fans, I think maybe offering that to them at certain points, that might be a good move. That's just my take on it. But anyways, thank you for having fun with me and being respectful and letting me say what I need to say. It's been an absolute joy. And that's it. I'm gonna just keep repeating the same shit over and over again.
Good
so
shit. I get you, man. I think it's good shit. I love this sort of thing, man. And it's good to hear stuff about yourself because it can only make you better, I guess, or it can at least it can also help things that are misconceptions, and but also can help me own up to some things too. So whatever it does is whatever it does. And man, I appreciate you listening and being there like you have been for a while and calling. I'll let you go and get back to the drive, and it's good to me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you have a good night, Joe. And I'm trying to think of what I was going to say when it came to Tony. Maybe just be open-minded with him,
deck.
But also be prepared at the same time, because I have no idea what the fuck he's going to do. It seems like a wild card kind of situation. So, yeah. But have a good show, brother. Thanks again. I'll talk to you later.
All right, C-Man. We'll see you. Good shit. C-Man, thank you. Yes, sir. Why are you out of bed?
I'm not out of bed.
You are out of bed. You're standing in my office right now, out of bed.
Well, I was on the couch.
Okay, but you got to go up to bed. Give me a hug and a kiss goodnight and go back up to bed.
Is that okay? Put it on your phone.
Give me a kiss. Now go to bed. No, I need my phone, brother. I got lots of work all night. Go see Mama. Maybe Mommy give you phone. Actually, Mommy won't give you phone because it's 10 o'clock at night and you should be sleeping. Please go back up to bed and go into bed. I'm going to text Mommy and tell her to put you in bed. I'm going to tell her you're up. Get back now and jump in. I won't tell her. Go upstairs and go back to bed. Go back upstairs and go to bed. What's up, chat? How you doing, man? We're getting ready for Monetize This. I got to go soon because we got to start this show up here. We're taking a long time here on the live call-in shit talk before Monetize This. Anything goes. Skype. Instead of Discord, we're on Skype. Travis TLC's calling. What's up, Travis?
How's it going?
Brother.
I'm amazed that you're willing to take my call.
Well, listen. Why not? I mean,
well,
you and Rose made up, and he wanted to dox you and ruin your life. I mean, how can we not make up?
Right. Well, you said earlier that you're willing to, answer legitimate questions and stuff like that, right?
Let's answer legitimate questions, brother.
Okay, because I have two.
Are you back in the country, or are you far beyond whatever?
I've been in the country ever since 2020.
Wow, I can hear the toads. It sounds like my neighborhood. My neighborhood sounds like that.
Hopefully I don't lose reception out here.
Okay. I only say you hate me, by the way, because people send me stuff that you write all the time, and they're like, this guy really hates you. He used to like you. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm just want to say that's after enough of that, I sort of said, all right, this guy doesn't really seem to like me or care. So like that's the reason why I say you don't like me.
Well, I'm fully aware that your clip chimps send you quite a lot of things, but
right, they send they're the same people that send everybody everything everywhere. I mean, but you know what I mean. We all know their game.
Let me just address that whole I hate you thing. That's all complete fucking bullshit. And I want to make it very, very clear to you that I have never said anything about your parenting or anything about your kids.
I haven't said you have.
I know, but you do this thing where everybody gets lumped into this same boat, and I don't like being lumped into that boat.
See, that's wrong. I don't lump everybody in the same boat. I just don't want to guess at who the person is. So you're not getting lumped into the same boat. I'm just speaking generically. So you have to stop taking it personal. Everybody does. When someone does something and I don't want to mention who that person is. So because I don't know who that person is probably. So I'm allowed to speak on something and then not blame somebody that I don't know who it is. I don't, because otherwise I have to run through a list of it's not this guy, it's not this guy, it's not that guy. I don't know who it is.
Well, let me just make it clear to you so you know exactly what I think, okay? Because I don't think you're a bad parent. And I understand that everything you do is for them. Everything you do is to give them a quality of life that you want to give them. And although maybe some people don't agree with the methods, I know that that's your sole reason for everything you do is to give the best possible life you can give to the kids that you gave life to. I understand that, and I know that, okay? So don't think that I'm involved with anything that has to do with anything with your kids or your parenting. And if someone does say something about that, guess what I tell them? I don't agree with you. I don't agree with that. But since we're on the topic, there's two things in particular that you've said that has irked me ever since you said it, because I don't know where it comes from. One of them is on the end of like a Ryback video, you went into a whole fucking thing about how people said that you beat your kids.
Right.
I want to know where you heard that from and who you're talking about, because I've never seen that anywhere.
You've never seen that. You've never seen someone say that I beat my kids?
I have never seen that, and the people that I speak to have never said such a thing. And if they did say that, I would call them out immediately. You've never seen the joke Brenna and Gavin fuck themselves in front of Joe? You've never seen those? Seen it.
Never seen those. I showed them last night on Corrupted.
Do you think I'm uncorrupted? Do you think I'm?
But I've showed them several times. Why are you so defensive about that?
Because I have not seen this anywhere.
Really? So you haven't seen? So you haven't? So I have screenshots of you almost all the time for a while back in the day. Every chance you get talking shit about me, but you're questioning me on whether people threaten me and my kids. You're questioning that.
No, let's define what talking shit is. If you mean talking shit, if you mean discussing your public behaviors.
Did Dave Rose say he was gonna dox you and attack you, and you came to me and said this is unacceptable what he's doing to me?
It was unacceptable, and I told Dave Rose that myself.
So, but you're upset at me over the fact that people say terrible things about my kids.
I'm not upset at you for that. I'm wondering who said Joe beats his kids, because all the people I talk to, and I'm not going to name names because you don't like that being done, but everybody that I know heard that and was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, because they're lying.
We never said that.
Didn't say you did say it. Where did I say you said it
either?
Where did I say you said that?
Well, that's the thing, Joe, is you don't say who said these things. You just lump it all in.
Because they're troll accounts and I don't know who said it.
So if it's a troll account, Joe, why make a whole end of a video to it explaining it? If it's a troll account, it's a troll account. Who the fuck cares what they say?
Exactly. So why do you care?
Because you made a video about it, and it had to be a point for you to make.
I made a video about it? Which video?
Yeah, it started off as like a Ryback video,
so,
like it was some news about him.
So I shouldn't ever comment on people that attack me. You can comment when they attack you. Other people's shows and other people can comment when people attack them. But when I'm attacked and I mention trolls attack me, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be. I mean, if you're going to take seriously what a troll account says to the point that you have to make a whole 10-minute segment at the end of a wrestling video about it, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I think just ignoring that.
I usually do ignore it. I ignore hundreds of them every day. I ignore it all the time.
Now, I don't disagree with that. I'm sure the amount of trolls that you deal with.
So you're upset. You're upset because one time I took 10 minutes to talk about a troll. To say
I'm not.
This account attacked me the other day, or these people say these things. I keep it. I say something ambiguous.
Don't misconstrue it. I'm not upset.
I'm not misconstruing it. I'm asking what.
I'm just wondering.
But this is your problem. You're coming to me with.
You heard that.
You're wondering where I heard that. I just told you.
I know that now. You just said that now. Okay, it's a troll account. Okay, so I'm going to disregard that shit because it's a troll account and they say all types of things, all types of crazy shit.
Right. So now, I have never said that anyone specifically did this because I don't know who did it. Now, one night Scott read some of the comments on his thing somewhere, but he was reading what other people were saying and then deleted it, I guess. This was like 7 months ago. So 10 minutes of me talking about trolls that attack me has caused me to be not good.
I didn't say that. I didn't say you're a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person. At all.
Thank God. Oh my God. Okay.
I don't think you're a bad person. I think sometimes your behaviors are questionable, but that doesn't make you a bad person that I hate forever and, oh, I hope he fails. No, Joe, I didn't invest in you for 6 fucking years to see you fail, okay? I don't want that. I don't ever want to see that. But let me just get to the second question.
So the first,
this one is...
Okay, the second one. Let's go to the second one.
This one's really strange to me when I heard it. So, unfortunately, I couldn't find the goddamn clip because I can't go through a 7-hour Gargut show to try and find it.
Of course.
But on Gargut show, there was a passing comment by you where you said, people doing streams about how I rape my kids is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would like to know, if you can, what streams are people doing about how you rape your kids? Because that's a bold fucking statement. I would...
Yes.
Can I have proof of that? Can you send me the stream?
A stream about people raping my kids.
No. You said, this is something that you said. You said people are doing streams about how I rape my kids. That's verbatim what you said on Garguts.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, what's the stream? Who's doing streams about that? And what's the proof for that? Or was that just a joke?
So... It could be just a joke, but it's not really, but it is kind of. Somebody made a name. Somebody made a name. Joe does streams where he rapes his kids.
So it's another troll account that we're dealing with here.
Yes.
So nobody's actually doing streams about how you rape your kids, correct?
I don't think so. Streams, right? I don't think so. Do you think? Okay. I don't know.
None of the streams I've ever heard has anybody even getting remotely close to something like that. And once again...
But I didn't say it did.
Well, yeah, you did. You said people are doing streams about how I rape my kids. I mean, what else am I supposed to think?
They're doing... Okay, so if someone makes troll names all night long, I'm doing... They're making streams about Joe raping his kids. Joe rapes his kids. Joe's going to do a stream raping his kids, and they keep making names like that for about an hour, and then later on I make a joke about it, and I say, well, they're going to do streams on me raping my kids. Do you see the correlation and how fucking dumb you sound right now?
How dumb I sound?
Yes, Joe, this sounds so stupid. What are you talking about?
These are words that you said, and I just wanted to know what's the proof of it.
They're accounts that were in the chats, and then I made a joke about it.
Well, it sure didn't sound like it. It sounded like you said people are streaming about that.
So what are you worried? But no one is. So what are you worried about?
I know that nobody is. That's what I wanted to hear, is that nobody is doing that. Nobody is saying shit like that. And if it's a troll account with a name like that or saying something like that, Joe, I got to tell you, that's something you just got to ignore, buddy, because
I usually do ignore it. I usually do ignore it.
Listen to me.
Okay, so what about the people that say what? Now are you getting defensive because you're on shows where people say I don't raise my kids the right way?
What show is that? Where are we?
Lots of people have said that. Lots of people have said I don't spend time with my kids. Right. That I don't spend time with my kids, and that I don't raise them right. How about the people that say that? Are you talking about those people?
Well, Joe, I've never said that.
No.
Okay?
Oh, okay. You've never said that. Okay.
And if somebody said that to me, I would disagree with them.
Okay.
I would say I don't agree with you.
So your problems with me are when I make jokes about trolls. That's what your problem is.
It's not so much a problem, Joe. It's just I want to know. At the time, I thought that was a legit statement that you said. Where is that
do this with
from?
A lot of statements. Well, where it's coming from is a lot of people do say things about me and my parenting and my kids as if they're here at home with me all day, which they aren't. But then someone makes a name up called I do streams where I rape my kids, or I do this where I do this to my kids. Then I make a joke about it, and now you're upset about that.
Again, Joe, I'm not upset. I just wanted to know where that came from.
But you think it's a problem that I said that, so I was wondering why that's a problem, because I'm not the one who brings it up. There's a million other things that I don't bring up.
You did bring it up.
You brought it up. You just called.
Yeah, but you said it on Gargut Show. You read it. If it was a troll account that said that, you brought it up and said it on.
It's like if somebody is saying Joe eats poopy dog shit for breakfast, every day as a troll account, and then one day I go, well, maybe I'll just do what everybody says and eat poopy dog shit for breakfast.
Okay, well, let me just give you some advice, Joe. If you see a troll account and you know what they're saying is not true and everybody else knows it's not true, just ignore it and don't bring it up, because you bringing it up.
How about I do whatever the fuck I want to do? How about I do whatever the fuck I want to do?
Joe, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Because on a stream with 11 people,
just listen.
A stream with 11 people.
Listen. Can you just listen to me?
Yes, tell me more about how I should behave.
You really make this difficult. You know that.
Honestly, dude, I think you should look in the mirror.
If you just ignore what they say,
I know
what
this.
These trolls do.
I know this.
That's the best course of action, Joe. The more you react to it, the more they're going to keep making names like that and saying shit like that.
So should I react to people like Tony, who says he wants to be on the show and do all these things with me, but then says a bunch of lies and says all these crazy shit, so I should ignore him, right?
You can do anything you want with Tony. I'm not involved with Tony.
Oh, you're not involved with him, though. Okay. But you're involved with the trolls. We don't know who they are.
But what I am involved with is when you took the little screenshot of me saying, Joe won't have Tony on, but he'll have Luis and Bullfrog.
Yep.
Okay. And
I didn't take it. Someone sent it to me.
Huh?
Someone sent it to me. I didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm sure they send you lots of things.
Yeah, just like.
But you twisted that into me saying that Joe banned Tony, which is not at all what I said. I just said because Tony had been going on and on and on.
He was saying that that I got rid of him, and that's not true. He left the show.
Can you
so
let me finish?
Okay.
Can you just let me finish?
Go ahead.
Tony was going on and on about how he would sit on Discord or whatever you're using for 5 hours and not get put on. Okay, so I'm listening to him say that, and then I say, well, Joe won't have Tony on, but he'll have Luis and Bullfrog. Like, I feel like Tony's better than both of those guys. I mean, come on. Like, do you not understand the context of what I'm saying? I didn't say Joe banned Tony. Why would he do that? Those words weren't even in the sentence that I said. Like, so shit just gets taken, twisted, and turned into something that it isn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's not what I said.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go, man. It sounds good to me.
Okay.
I think we squared away a lot of stuff.
That you banned him. I never thought that you banned him.
Okay.
But then you twisted it into that. But it's not what it was, you know?
Okay.
And as far as the beating kids thing and the raping kids thing, that whole thing, I'm glad that it was a troll account and that people aren't saying that. Because trust me, man, if those shows that I'm on that you don't like so much where they talk about your parenting.
Yeah, you're right. I should like the shows where they talk about my parenting. Yeah, you're right.
If any of those people said any of those things, like Joe beats his kids or
you're full of shit right now. You're so full of shit, dude. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Just stop.
So full of shit. Listen, man,
just
I'm
stop.
not gonna
just stop. Everyone's got clips of you, dude. You just stop it.
I don't care about clips, Joe.
Okay, I know you don't. You don't care about clips. You care about when I'm in front of 11 people and I make fun of troll account names, but you don't care about when you talk shit and when other people talk shit.
Joe, when I heard it, it didn't sound like you were making fun of a troll account name. It sounded like a statement.
Wow, did it? It sounded like a statement. My comedy sounds like a statement.
You said people are doing streams about this, and I wanted to know what stream is it?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from, and what's the proof? But you said it's a troll account, and I believe you.
I play the clips when people say. If people said that, I would have had the clips of that. I have the clips of people saying I'm a bad father. I have those clips of people saying I'm a bad father. You do know, so you do know about it.
I've heard you play it a million times.
Oh, do I go around telling people that they're bad parents and fathers?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You might. I don't know.
I might go around. I might go around. I might do those things. You sound like a horrible person.
Well, I mean, if that's what you think, Joe, but
yeah, is that what I think? I'm not stupid, dude. I'm not
beginning.
stupid. You're full of shit. You're the biggest full of shit, dude. I'm glad you called because you really exposed yourself. I'm happy you called.
I'm exposed now.
Yeah, but I'm exposed now.
Can I just explain one more thing to you?
Go ahead. Explain another thing to me.
I'm not a parent, okay?
No shit, you aren't. You're one of these sappy weirdo fucking SJWs who hates the world.
Are you going to let me finish, or are you just going to keep butting in stuff?
Go ahead. Finish.
I'm not a parent, okay? And the person that you're referring to, who I'll be respectful enough not to name, they are a parent.
There's multiple people. There's multiple people I'm referring to.
Well, I know of one person, and I'm not going to tell that person, you can't judge someone else's parenting, although you're a father, and
no one else knows my parenting. How does someone know my parenting? I
agree. Joe, that's the thing. I agree with you.
So you agree, but
yes.
But you seem more upset with me over stuff. Why are you so upset with me over stuff when I'm the one attacked and I respond about it?
Well, Joe, what I don't like, which I didn't call to address, but what gets me turned off from what you do is the victim playing that is so constant.
Oh my God, you're literally on shows where people victim play for hours.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that what they do? Do they constantly talk about killing themselves? Is that what they do?
Do I constantly talk about killing myself?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Absolutely.
Where?
A lot. All the time, Joe.
Like a suicide video? That's a saying.
Are you seriously denying that you say that all the time?
Yeah, like, so when someone in WWE does something stupid and I go, oh my God, kill me, you think that means kill myself?
Well, it's in a lot of other contexts than just that.
What other context?
It's not just, Ross sucked, kill me. It's like, what do you want for Father's Day? Oh, I just want to die.
Yeah, it's a joke.
You know?
That's a joke.
Oh, so should we just assume that everything's always a joke all the time?
So wait a minute. You don't get what's funny about that? Hey,
no,
Leah,
I
you don't get what's funny about that. You don't get, hey,
no.
Leah asked me what I want for Father's Day the other day. I told her I want to kill me in my sleep.
That's not, it just doesn't strike me as funny.
That's not funny. You're right.
Suicide in general isn't funny to me.
You're right.
I don't think it's funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Now,
yeah.
maybe I'm
you
a
thought all the
crazy
other
person.
stuff was funny on the show years ago when we were doing that stuff, but you think it's not funny. That's not funny.
I never found the suicide stuff funny at all.
Okay.
Never liked it.
So that's,
and you know what? Back in the day, Joe, the victim stuff, you didn't do it. And then all of a sudden it just started up out of nowhere.
It just started out of nowhere.
Yeah, and you just kept doing it over and over, and it's always everyone's against me.
Wow.
Everyone
oh my God,
maybe
because that's how it seems, isn't it?
Not to me.
Everything
Joe.
you've said on this call has been horseshit so far.
Well,
you're mad at jokes. You're mad at jokes. So when a comedian goes out and he goes, yeah, I went to communion. They said, what are you sorry for? And I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't kill myself 10 years ago. Like, and it's like, that's a joke. Do I then do a stream go, wow, this guy, that wasn't funny?
I guess just everything's a joke. I mean, just don't take anything you say seriously.
So you think when someone asks me what I want for Father's Day and I say to die, you think that that's supposed to be taken seriously?
Well, that's just one example. The suicide stuff, Joe, happens all the time. You're always saying shit like that.
I know.
And
now,
you know what?
The difference is I think you're thinking of Jesse, because I'm not Jesse.
Well, Jesse
mine
does
are
it
jokes.
Too.
Well, no, Jesse means it, you idiot. He actually means it. I don't, because I'm joking.
Well,
you know what
I'll give you this.
You just don't know what a joke is.
I guess I don't know what a joke is.
You don't. The show's not for you, dude. My comedy, my style is not for you.
Well, I think I figured that out a little while ago.
I guess so. All of a sudden, when you started talking to people who attack me, all of a sudden, that just when it dawned on you that the show isn't for you.
I know.
A
grown man with a master's degree got brainwashed. I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you're friends with a guy who doxed you and wanted to attack you, and you came to me to say it was bad, but you're upset at me over my jokes about myself.
He didn't dox me. He didn't dox me.
You told me he did, so are you lying?
No, it's that he wanted to, but he didn't.
All right, but you were really upset about it. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm such a bad person for making a joke.
Again, Joe, I don't know where in this I said you're a bad person for this.
Why are you here then?
We're discussing your behavior.
Why are we discussing my behavior? Why are we breaking down my behavior unless you're a psycho?
Well, the two questions I had, I wanted to know where the source came from, okay? And you've told me that they're troll accounts.
The source, because they were, because that's what I did. I read the accounts, and then I made jokes about it later. Who knows who it was? I don't know. Could have been Scott. Could have been this guy. Could have been the other guy. I don't know. If it was if it was Scott reading one of them one night, whatever. But the bottom line is I'm referencing something that was an attack on me.
Okay.
I'm not God. I don't know who the accounts are. I can't give you that information, sir.
Well, when you did the whole video of Joe beats his kids and stuff like that. I just wanted to know where it was coming from and who said it.
Because you deserve. You're welcome.
You say it's troll accounts, and I believe you. I believe you.
But
that's all I wanted to know.
for somebody who doesn't care and doesn't like my comedy, it's weird that you care so much about weird throwaway comments over some troll that happened on a thing with 15 people watching.
Well, these are, I just wonder where this stuff comes from.
I wonder where it comes from. You think you wonder where it comes from? You don't, dude. You don't even know when I'm joking. You don't even know that that like when someone goes, Leah asked me what I want for Father's Day. I told her I want to be killed. Like it's like
Joe. Maybe you're just that good of a comedian that
maybe I'm bad. Maybe it's bad. But dude, it's supposed to be funny.
Sound like a joke. Well, sometimes it doesn't sound like a joke.
And guess what? If it was true, I'd be dead by now with the type of people stuff that goes on.
I sure hope not.
Really? Well, you don't seem to really like me. Let me put it that way. Everybody and their mother has sent me, dude, I even watch everything, but this guy's weird. He says he likes you, but then he's the worst. And blah. So I'm just telling you, look in the mirror for a second and think about what you do. Because it's a little strange. I don't have any other issue with you. The only issue I have with you is it seems like you hate me, and it seems like you want to turn everything I do into some sort of problem. Like something that I did bad or that I meant or whatever, when it has nothing to do with anything. Think about that. I think you're looking way too deep into the things that I do and say. I'm a retard trying to be funny. Most of the time, it's maybe not funny. Fine. If it's not funny, it's not for you. Do you think I actually said kill me on Father's Day, Leah? It's like, no. Is it a joke? Yes. Is it funny? Maybe not. So you can criticize that joke wasn't funny. That didn't work.
Yeah, and you know what? I would like to give you credit on something. A couple months ago, I can't remember exactly when it was, but for at least 2 months straight, you didn't say any suicide stuff at all. Not a peep of it.
Oh my God! So you listen to everything, but you don't listen. I don't understand. Like what?
Well, I don't listen anymore. This was back when I was listening.
How you listen? Really how are you calling anymore now if you don't listen?
Well, because you had C-Man on and you said that you like legitimate questions and stuff like that, and I had 2 legitimate questions.
But you're listening then.
I'm listening right now, yeah, because you had C-Man on.
But you said you don't listen.
Well, someone told me, oh, you got to go listen. He's got C-Man on right now. So I popped it on and heard C-Man and was like, well, I'm going to be
brutally honest with you. You can go have fun and with your, I don't know what you're doing or what your game is or whatever your goal is.
I prefer honesty, by the way. So be brutal.
Well, you're on. We know. I know what you're doing, dude. It's not.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, well, think about what you're doing then. If you're really serious, take a look in the mirror. I want you to do that. Because I did like you, and I thought you were good. I thought you were awesome. I always thought you were a fun guy and whatever. I can't believe the things that you say and do to me.
I can't believe some of your behaviors either, Joe.
What behaviors?
Dude, there's way too much to try to just bring up right now. Go look through some of those screenshots.
I'm not gonna.
And you'll see what I said about those behaviors.
Dude, most of what you say is completely insane or wrong.
Oh, well, that's your opinion.
Why do I have to defend every comment or joke or whatever? Why don't you break down some other people who are actually insane instead of me? What are you breaking down to me? Because it's wrong. Everything you're saying is wrong, dude. Everything you said to me tonight is wrong. Like, you're obsessed with these goofy throwaway comments, but you're not actually upset. Like, maybe investigate and find out who the people are that are doing it. Maybe do that. Or maybe when people actually do attack my parenting, maybe you should worry about that. Why are you worried about me with throwaway comments when you don't watch my show anymore?
Well, anybody that I know that has said anything about your parenting, I've told them, I disagree with your statement, and I don't agree. I don't agree with you at all.
Okay,
and they know that.
That's fine.
So,
but my point
I don't
is,
say shit about that.
Well, but no one publicly does it. So
and I don't do it privately either. I don't do it privately.
Boy. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. I'll give you a real negative comment. Maybe soon it will be over. Maybe you'll be done soon. You'll be rid of me. And you'll get what you're happy for.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the victim shit, dude.
Well,
I literally just told you that's nobody wants that.
Well, think about what you're doing then. Think about what you're doing then, because it seems like you do.
Joe.
To anyone sane, it seems like you do, dude. You're in some kind of echo chamber.
Did you not hear what I said when I first came on? The first thing I tried to tell you was what I do respect about you. I tried to make it clear to you.
You're great.
I
Thank
tried.
you.
I literally said that I respect that everything you do is for your family. I know that, and I see that, and I've known that for the entire time that I've ever watched you. That's one of the reasons why I respected you.
Okay. Well,
Okay?
I'm gonna try not to make jokes anymore. I'm gonna try no more jokes and no more
Jesus
extreme
Christ,
humor.
man.
Well,
It's
what's
like
the
talking
answer?
to a 12-year-old,
What's the
dude.
answer? Then give me the answer.
Okay, here's the answer.
Because
Maybe,
I want to explain this to you real quickly. If I make jokes that are extreme or crazy, that's a problem, or it's got to be answered for. If I tone it down and go full PG, then it's not fun anymore and I'm boring. So there's no answer, is what you're telling me. There is no right answer.
well, the Joe beats his kid thing was not a joke to you because you made a whole end of a video and had to address it. If it's a troll account, dude, you don't need to address those like that. There's no reason for that. You're giving them what they want. So why even address it? Like, everybody knows you don't do that. It's not a fucking mystery.
Because
we all see, everybody sees how you are with your kids, and nobody would legitimately think that. That's ridiculous. There's no reason for you to have to even address that. Any one of your patrons, anybody who even casually listens to you, would know that you do not beat your kids. That is so fucking ridiculous. Nobody would believe that. And there's no reason for you to have to even think about addressing that or wasting your own time.
So why isn't the criticism that then? Why don't you just say you shouldn't bring those guys up?
That's exactly what I said.
That's
when you
what the
made
criticism.
that
So
video.
that's what the criticism is. So your problem is that I brought up something, but I'm going to tell you that I usually do
Of course
that.
it's bad that somebody said that.
Okay.
I hate that somebody would have to say something like that. It's fucking ridiculous that anybody would say shit like that. Of course. And if I knew the person that said that, I would tell them they're a piece of fucking shit and you don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody's telling me you're the troll. What if I told you that?
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Okay. Well, listen, hey, all good, man. God bless you. I'll talk to you later. I don't really have a problem, but I'm sure we'll have a problem with me. That's not me being victim-y. It's just probably what it is. So, but whatever, man. What can I do?
I was hoping to accomplish something, but as per usual, it doesn't seem like it's possible.
Well, what do you want to accomplish now? What's next?
Well, actually, I did accomplish one thing. I did figure out where these statements are coming from. You say they're troll accounts, and I have nothing else but to believe you. So
you got to understand that there's a million people searching for questions, answers, comments, and my attention at all times. I can't stop to answer every little thing.
I understand that, and I 100% believe you. I know that that's the case.
If you were on my show or you came on the shows and you weren't like kind of crapping on me like all the time or whatever, and you were on the show, like you could literally be on asking me that. Or you could come on and be like, Joe, what the fuck's up with this, that? Why'd you do that? Why don't you do it? Why don't you just bring that to the show and then I would answer it live on the show?
It's hard when I'm blocked everywhere. But Joe,
but you were blocked for a reason, dude. It takes a real fuck job for me to block somebody. It takes a real lot for me to be like, I'm gonna block somebody.
Hey,
you gotta be acting pretty fake and weird to me for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna block that guy.
Well, you know, any of the stuff that these people sent to you, you could have just came to me, showed me what they sent you, and said, "Dude, what's this about? What's this about?"
One time I did come to you, and then it got brought up somewhere, and not with me. So I said, "Well, okay, I'm not going to trust that guy."
When did that ever fucking happen?
A long time ago.
You never sent me anything.
It was a long time ago.
You said, "Oh, people say you say weird stuff, but I don't know." And I said, "Well, send me what you also
were like, "Oh, I'm going to be in trouble with Joe." And that was 8 months before I ever blocked you. And I was like, "Oh God, this guy's already getting upset thinking I'm going to block him. I'm not going to block him, you know?" And then you kept going and going, and people were seeing that, dude. You literally started that campaign before anything. You started a narrative of, "Oh, I'm going to be in trouble with Joe for this." And then you never were. And I was like, I don't know why he's saying that. And then later on, you finally took it to a spot where I could finally be like, all right, enough of that.
I guess I'd like to know what that spot was. But you don't have to go into that. You don't have to go into that.
I'm just trying to do a fun show where we all have fun and do a fun show. That's what I'm trying to do. Not do a show where we break down my comedy into psychological fucking, the doctor's office with your master's degree.
Well, hey, I get that, and that's totally fine, man. You can. It's your show. It's your shit, and I've been staying away from all your stuff. You got me blocked on everything.
Okay.
Well, and that's fine.
You haven't been staying away because you're always talking about it and you're always bringing it up. So that's not true.
Well, okay.
Okay. Everybody knows it. So just so you know.
Yeah, everybody knows it.
They do. The people you think you're friends with tell me, and then I go, "Why are you talking to me?"
Oh, is that the case?
All right, I'll send you an email. You'll see an email soon.
Please send me anything you got, buddy. I'm totally fine with that.
Listen, I just don't want to play this game because I'm not a fucking homo from like high school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. When people send me stuff about you, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So I don't do streams on it. I don't bring it up. I go, I don't care. I block that person. But I'm just telling you for your info. I've been more a friend to you than anybody else. And in fact, people that you think are your friends are shitting on you when you're shitting on me with them. You're fucking all stupid out there. So, Travis, have a good night, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for that call, and that was really insightful, guys. Well, there you have it, guys. Now you see what I deal with on a daily basis. Obsessed people who criticize me for my jokes that I make. Oh, my God, what do you want for Father's Day? I want to be dipped in Nevada acid and raped by monkeys. That's not funny. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. Can you see now? And that's not even the worst of it. That's just, that was fairly tame. We're going to be starting Monetize This. Wait till you see what happens when we start Monetize This. Because it's going to be a delicious stream on Monetize This tonight. Let me tell you that. This is the sort of it's the entree. It's the appetizer to Monetize This, where I defend my Monetize This championship tonight. On Monetize This on the Joe Cronin Show main channel. We're going live in just a few minutes. This night may never be the same. And now, after Travis was just here, Tony, what did you think about Travis just now?
Oh, what a night.
Take off that voice changer. Take off. It ain't Monetize This yet. Do that on Monetize This.
Oh, what a night.
Take off. What do you think about what Travis just said?
Jesus, bro. I'm exhausted after that last fucking hour and something you've been going at it, brother.
What do you think about Travis, though? I think C-Man had good points. I think C-Man did have some good points. He was good.
I mean, I just think all in general, it's been a little too nitpicky. Just like in general, it's like a little too much. You know what I mean?
Do you think I was nitpicky or he was nitpicky?
No, I think they were. I think like it was just all too much. Like these questions that are like been fucking buried for like months, they're like bringing up, like, oh, well, when you said this, Joe, what did you really mean by that? You know what I mean?
What the hell? Like, that's my question is like, what are you saying? Like, you're actually taking goofy off the wall jokes that I've made and saying, what did you mean by that? Or
yeah,
I mean, do you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like he is guilty of something. Why is he so concerned with random comments about things that don't have anything to do with him or anybody? If somebody I knew who it was saying it, I think everybody knows me. I would go live or I would call the person out to their face, show what they said, show the clip, and be like, "Fuck you," and here's why. Like,
yeah. I think people are forgetting to a degree, Joe,
Shit
that you also
oh
play
my God.
a character.
That guy probably wears a mask when he drives his car by
hang on
himself.
1 second, Tony. I'm sorry. I didn't know that there was donations on. Let me pause them. I have them ready to go for Monetize This. I didn't think we were going to get one. Donnie M says that guy probably wears a mask when he drives his car by himself. I don't know if he's talking about Travis or the other guy. I'm not sure. Donnie M, thank you for the donation, man. Sorry. Let me just pause it real quick so we can hear from Tony. Before we go live on Monetize This, it's a big night tonight. My title's on the line. Tony.
Absolutely.
Okay, Tony, go back. So what do you continue for a second? We got like 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I figured that, those calls went a little longer than planned, but,
Absolutely.
I didn't come here to fucking pick apart shit and do all that nonsense. I wanted to have a good time, first of all, but I wanted to also clear your name as well because, some of the things you said were right. You said dude, I fucking reached out to Tony a bunch, dude. He didn't get back to me. I didn't fucking kick him off the show. I didn't do any of that. He left on his own accord.
Well, I missed you too. I think we both missed each other several times.
Yes, and I think we both understand that we communicate. We don't have to communicate every 5 minutes. Like, dude, if you send me a message, I might get back. I might get to it in two or 3 days. I understand that. I was one of the ones that understood that, and almost to I'm almost worse than you. Like, you know how you always say, oh, you know, people message me and I don't get back to them for a couple days. I was that way with you, and sometimes you would be like, yo, where are you? And a week would go by and I'd be like, oh, dude, I'm here, bro. It's I don't know, like, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you can't be. And some of that is my fault, and I agree, but I think the main thing, really, what it was for me, I think it was just really I had some problems with Jesse, you know, some like little squabbles here and there, and I think you saw that too, because you saw one of the points in the chat because I was new when I jumped on your stream, dude. Remember, I never done that before. That was my first time. Right. I jumped in, and you're like, bro, jump in, and I didn't know what trolls were. I had no idea what any of that shit was, you know? So when I see like some people going at me in the chat, and then Jesse is agreeing with them, like, yeah, Tony, you know, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that agrees. He does talk too much. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, Jesse? Like, he's supposed to be on my team, like, defending me, you know? So that was one of the first things that rubbed me the wrong way. And then the after dark, when, you know, we planned on doing it, and then Jesse ended up switching the day and whatever that was. So it was, and I always said this, when I streamed with the other dudes on YR, I always said, bro, my issues is not with Joe. It's not with Joe at all. It's with Jesse.
Your issue is, let me just stop you a second, Tony. You say your issue isn't with me. Why do you say that? Why do you say things like, you know, about, you know, that I don't really have a job?
So, all right. So a lot of the stuff that I do on the program over there is one of two things. One, I try to put a comedic spin on it and make it not malicious. But
wait a minute. You try to make it not malicious. You think that a lot of people believing something is not malicious, as in, like, in Travis, who just called. He seems to legitimately believe lots of crazy things.
He literally believes that you know, yeah, that went a little too far. He believes that you want to kill yourself and all this stuff.
So he thinks I want to die. He thinks I want to kill. He thinks I have 3 kids and, like, I have this job now, and he thinks I want to kill myself and I want to die, and he thinks I want to die.
I said it continually, like, all the time. I said, dude, I even said it to one point when I was streaming. I'm like, dude, I'm done, you know, because I listen to all your streams down to the minute. I listen to everything. I'm caught up with everything. So you could say, yeah, I'm almost a super fan. You know what I mean? Because I do cover everything, and we cover it, and, you know, we put a little comedic spin on it, whatever it is. And
you think when people come on who attack my income and send things to wrestling companies, that I should be?
No. I mean, that's a shit. And in the email, bro, I sent you.
But you're dancing around it now. You don't think that's a problem because you're on with people who've done that. So you don't think that you say you like me, but you actually would be with people who would try to get me to be canceled and ruined. But I can't. Yeah, but Joe, I can't speak. I don't know everybody's actions and to the T. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fill out people to a degree, and if they screw me the wrong way, then they're done in my book. Just like you do it. Just like you do the same way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If I see something, I say something. Yeah.
And that's a lot of it too. If I see something, I say something. But like the shit that we do, bro, like yeah, making fun of like cabbage soup and like doing shit like that, like, bro, that's harmless. Like, we're doing harmless things.
Yeah.
And I would say someone that
it's harmless. It's harmless when someone unpatrons after 4 years and says, "Man, the stuff I've heard about you, I didn't realize you were such a scumbag. I am leaving, Joe, and you're disgusting."
Well, I can't say that that's from me because I would because like Bullsy It's bullsy. He's someone that's come on, and I've continuously told him, and he'll say this to this day. I said, bro, I'm not here to ever deter anybody from being a Patreon or Cronin's for going back there. That's not what I'm here to do.
And I'm not saying that you said that. You haven't done that. But as a result of your comedy or doing these things, we've actually created an atmosphere where people really believe that I'm some kind of sick weirdo.
I mean,
do you feel good about that?
I don't think that people think you're that crazy, bro. I mean, listen.
Are you sure about that? Because I've got the emails and the things to. You know what I mean? Like you say that.
Well, people say shit about me all the time. They say I've read A through Z. I know how it feels, and it's multiplied by 1,000,000 for you. So I get it.
Yeah, but I'm not doing a round table every day about how you're a bad person, though.
Well, in the email I sent you, right? I said, bro, I get it. You did this. You were doing this shit for 6 years. I could see. I've been around for a year. I could see how you don't want to deal with drama and nonsense. I could see that. I've been around for a couple months and I'm already sick of that. You've been around since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. But at the end of the day, bro, I was kind of, and I always said, like, we rag on Garguts and stuff all the time, but I say at the end of the day, dude, Garguts doesn't have a fucking evil bone in his body. The kid's a sweetheart.
He is. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's
you know what I mean?
He's just doing his thing. He doesn't even know.
Yeah, and we crack on him, but I always say the kid's a sweetheart. Like it's like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And I messaged Garguts even a few days ago. I said, bro, you know, I'm whatever I say is just it's just. And he's like, nah, it's fine, dude. Like he even said it on the stream, leave him alone. He's fine. I give him content. You know what I mean? So and I always told you this, and I said this on stream and on over there, and I say it fucking weekly. Like, bro, nah, with Cronin, bro, it's different with me. Like, I always tell him I'd be the first to help you if you needed something. Like, you know what I mean? The shit I do is for comedic fashion.
But you know something, Tony? It doesn't appear that way, and I get in trouble for less. I make a comedic joke, and you heard earlier that that's a problem.
Yeah.
So whenever I do something, it's a problem. And whenever I don't do something, it's a problem. But everybody is allowed to shit on me, and it's just a joke. It's just a comedic thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, people sometimes...
Did you ever think did you ever think to yourself, like at all, that the reason why I'm so pushed far away from you or from anybody is because of this? Like, did you ever think? I said
this today. I said, bro, I had a talk with Cronin.
Because anybody else would tell you to fuck off right now, and you wouldn't even be here. Anybody else. And most people. And now we got Bullfrog here.
Here we go.
Great. And we're going to start monetize this.
Motherfucker, I want to expose your ass, fucking Tony, you fucking fake ass fuck.
Did you get your microphone to work finally?
Hey, yo. I'm about to expose your fucking ass.
How long did it take you to get your microphone going?
Take your brain to finally realize that other program's a fucking piece of garbage shit. Smooch, you know.
I was waiting for you to fix your mic, and I was like, damn.
Wow.
This is
Joe, let me tell you something, Joe. These guys are all fucking fake, full of shit. They're out to get your belt.
We're coming for it.
It's work by YR and his fucking crew. They're playing you, so don't give in to these fucking bats, these fucking devil bats. Tony, fucking working you.
They're working me. Are they working me, Bullfrog? They got me.
Tony's a fucking co-host on fucking YR's channel. All he does is
oh my god,
24/7 on his fucking channel.
Famous.
Oh my god. Bullfrog! No!
You just told him the worst fucking news.
No, Bullfrog, no!
And Travis, TLC is the biggest fake fuck there is.
I know. Unfortunately, because I liked him, but hey, what are you going to do?
All these guys are fucking co-hosts on fucking YR's show. They're working you, dude. They're all a bunch of fake fucks.
What is a co-host?
Oh my god, it's a work. It's all a work now.
He's been undercover this whole time.
So we're gonna start monetize this. Hey, Bullfrog, get your Discord fixed so we can get you on monetize this later.
Get it fixed, fine.
Otherwise, I'll switch over to Skype and we'll do it. All right, Bullfrog. I'm gonna get you on in a few, Bullfrog. You
expose all these fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, listen, Bullfrog. Me and you tomorrow on Bullfrog. Listen, me and you on Patreon this week. Okay, me and you on Patreon this week.
All right.
You got it?
Yeah,
all right,
ready.
stand by, brother. Stand by. All right, me and Bullfrog on Patreon. That's going to be interesting to see what he has to say about everyone. I don't know who everyone is, but Bullfrog, bring it on, brother. We'll bring it on. We'll see what's going on.
Stand back and stand by.
Stand back, stand by. Justin McNeil says, you're the biggest fake fuck ever. I don't know if he's talking about Bullfrog or Tony, or I don't know. Justin, thanks for being here. So everybody's, some people are going to get mad at Bullfrog because whatever. Some people will be mad at Tony. Some people will be mad at me. Who knows what's going on? So, Tony, I just want to say, so really you're just faking being my friend right now.
No, I want to tell you one more thing. Another important thing, which people I don't think they realize, the point of monetize this, okay, is not to fucking, yeah, it might be to get some people in there that can conversate and talk and stuff, but it's a show where you bring people on.
Converse is the word. Rose would be mad at you. Converse.
Converse. Yes. Oh God, he picks apart everything, bro. Let me tell you, he picked me apart a couple days ago. So it's that's what he does.
Alive.
Listen,
all right. Well, so
he's never satisfied.
What else about
Biggest
the show?
critique.
Last comments.
Yeah, monetize this. It's where fucking people come on for their first time or whatever, and they enjoy a stream an atmosphere and a place. Remember the first time I came on, I was like, bro, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is great. Like, it's for that. You give people that. So I always tell people that. I'm like, bro, he's not looking to like dial in the dialogue and fucking. Maybe he can do that for Corrupted, really tone it in, but for monetize this, it's wide open. You know what I mean? So people kind of forget certain things like that.
Well, listen.
No, I think you forget certain things. I'm going to interject now.
Danny MT's here.
Danny MT, the most aggressive motherfucker in the community. And let me start this off with an insecure Nikki Nines laugh. You are a fucking faggot, Tony, you piece of fucking shit. Every single fucking day, you and YR and that fat fuck Ken and the piece of shit fucking Nikki Kike Nines
now you hate
all talk shit about fucking Joe. Stream them every fucking day. Every fucking little thing this man says online, bitch, I've been there and I've been listening. I've heard every fucking thing, and there's proof everywhere. And also, I know my homeboy out there, shout out to you, Garguts. Shout out to you, homie. I saw you in the chat. Did you hear this motherfucker? Did you hear this cocksucker? He says that he thinks you're a fucking sweetheart and he's there for you. This cocksucker every day does the same thing to you as he does to Joe. Shut your fucking mouth, Tony, because you're the first stop when I go back up to New York City. I'm going to take Joe to a steak dinner with his whole family. Then I'm hitting you, motherfucker, before I go to Long Island.
Here we go.
Shut
Here's
your
the
fucking mouth.
This is what Danny MT does, guys. He
Garguts
this is all Danny does. You hear that?
Constantly attacked by this motherfucker. This dude will sit there and say he's a liar, he's fake, oh, he's on Joe's show now because he wants clout, he's a loser, he doesn't know anything, he's never done anything with bands, he's never fucking toured. You are the same motherfucker that says the same shit. You are a hypocrite. You are exactly what you fucking say.
Bro, we destroy you on the other streams.
If Joe even fucking dares lets you back on his fucking show,
what are you gonna do
Joe is the biggest fucking idiot in the world.
What are you gonna do? You cry?
Are a fucking bitch.
You're gonna cry about it?
You have the audacity
Tony.
already over there with your little boy YR that sits on pink dildos with balls. That boy's already pissed off with you, and everybody else that's in that chat right now. They know where you're at. They said, okay.
Everybody rags on you, bro.
And you showed today exactly where you came, bitch. You showed everybody where you fucking came. You're done. I will see you after I see Joe at a nice dinner, and then I'm on my way to Long Island. Fuck
there
you,
he
bitch.
Whoa. Threatening you, Joe. There he goes, threatening you.
Well, no, he said he was going to give me a dinner. He said, I'm getting a dinner.
Yeah, I told Joe I was going to take his whole family to an expensive-ass fucking nice steak dinner. I'm going to come see you and Ken differently.
Oh,
yeah, come
then I'll make my way to Canada when that fucker opens.
Listen, I think I understand the anger. You don't. We don't need to. We don't need
to. Right to have the anger, Joe. You know it's fucking right.
I get why you're mad. No, you're right. But
bunch of fucking Forrest Gump motherfuckers that are scared of a person that's a fucking alpha male.
Everybody,
you are
scared,
but you don't need
fucking scared.
We don't need to fight anybody.
Laughing at you. You're the joke.
Tony,
of the
hold on a
community.
minute. Tony, be quiet for a second, Tony. Tony,
You're the joke of the
Tony.
community. The guy that sits in a
Tony,
rat hole and
Tony.
gets high all day, that has fucking muscular
you're the one
sclerosis,
that-
but
bro,
says he can do all these karate moves because he was in
did you
karate
see
when
my
he was
kid?
5.
Did
You are
see my
fucking
text that I
pathetic.
sent in today? Everybody was waiting for yours, and you didn't send it in, and everybody was ragging on you. You
There
didn't see
ain't
that
shit out
too?
there. I've been on my
Go
phone.
ask
There
Nikki
ain't
Nines.
shit.
Go ask Nikki Nines. Go
All
look
right,
at
well,
my
ladies
kicks
and
on the
gentlemen,
stream, bro.
we got to
I
start
can talk to
monetize
That
this.
fucking kike. What do I got to say to that fucking loser?
Oh my
Nobody even
God.
knows him in the community anyways, except y'all.
Exactly.
Bottom
Nobody
of the barrel,
knows you.
motherfuckers.
You're a loser.
guy who,
Everybody
Yeah,
makes fun.
because what the fuck is this guy talking shit?
Yeah.
He's struggling and he's coattailing Ken right
Oh
now
my God.
and hopes he might one day in his life hit 200 subscribers. He says he doesn't worry about his channel. I don't promote my shit. I don't
Right,
fucking do
that
nothing
means
to get
a lot
attention.
more people
But he'll
than-
call YR and say,
a lot more people
can you
than-
guys please tell me when you're going to stop?
Guys, I have no idea. I have no idea what they're talking about right now. They're fighting over some kind of, you know what I mean? People become friends on Twitter groups and Skype groups, and they get in all these. I don't even know what some of this fighting is about. So obviously there's some kind of beef. Danny, I don't think you should go beat anybody up. I think that's wrong. I don't think you should threaten to go after people. Like that's
Life because I'm
then you
addicted to
take-
fucking
you-
staying.
Yeah.
But you know what though?
You can't take gabapentin every day.
I don't think you.
take
But
fucking,
seriously, Tony, hold
That's
on
for
though.
nerds.
Hold on a minute though.
Yeah, I should
Hold
know.
on a minute.
You take
Hold on,
Citron-
Tony. Hold on a second. Listen, I understand Danny's frustration. You should not be, though. There's no need to beat up Tony. There's no need to beat up other people or whatever the fuck, or go to people's house, whatever you were saying. You shouldn't threaten people like that. You did that to me once, you know. I appreciate you having my back at this point, but I don't want that, man. I don't want people fucking fighting, saying they're going to hurt somebody and that shit. This is all just fun, you know. It's all goofy.
Yourself look more stupid.
Remember
The only
I
thing to say is acid, marijuana, and
this
fucking
kid was a
mushrooms.
double
Don't
major.
talk to me
Oh
about
my God.
medication.
Engineering and botany. He says he knows botany. What do you know about growing, bro?
Oh yeah,
I was a
okay. Oh,
fucking
that's the other thing. That's the new thing now too, because I saw
Botany,
that
dude.
what's his
Come
name was
on,
getting
bro.
hated on for a master's degree and whatever he has. I don't know why people fucking
Bro.
hate on people in the community that have I don't know, degrees that went to
Well,
school.
that guy, that
I mean,
Travis,
didn't Joe go to
Travis.
school too?
Yeah,
Doesn't
bro.
Joe have a degree in something?
No, I
with,
don't.
like,
I got
radio and all that shit.
I got a degree
No,
in.
this community expects everybody to be just dumb. No one's allowed to have an education. There's no
I
way
said
in hell
multiple
someone
times-
decided to do
I've
something
said-
with themselves. No
I've said
way.
multiple times, and maybe if you listen, when I
Guys,
had multiple sclerosis
Tony.
and I was on my deathbed, Joe Cronin saved my life.
Tony, can I ask you something real quick? I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
I'm,
you
I'm,
did.
I'm gonna. We're gonna go back to this potentially in a few minutes. Let me start monetize this. Get on Discord,
Everybody knows that.
and we'll go back to it. Okay?
Fucking pussy ass motherfucker. Swear.
I'm gonna talk about this, but tonight the belt's on the line. I gotta keep it happy. I gotta bring it back to happy again. Danny, I appreciate you backing me up. You know I appreciate that, but I also don't condone. You shouldn't be trying to
Yeah,
fight
and he
people.
doesn't need
Don't
people
fight.
threatening,
Tony,
just like-
shut the fuck up. Tony, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Tony.
Just like when you were
Tony,
defending
shut
Tommy
up,
and
Tony.
you threatened people, Joe doesn't need you
But you know
defending
what?
people. and
You know what, Tony?
Okay.
Tony, most of these people liked it when Danny wanted to kick my ass. People loved when Danny wanted to fight me
Yeah.
and attack me.
Yep.
I was a
I
scumbag
had
then.
thousands of people that were on my side about that. People sending me Joe's private information, and I had to tell them to stop because I don't agree with that. I said, don't.
Jesus
If I'm
Christ.
really gonna find him, I'll do it on my own. Don't you fucking send me his phone
shouldn't
numbers
be
and
fucking
addresses and
doing
this
that
shit.
in the first place.
And I even
You shouldn't
told
be
Joe
doing
that.
it in
Wow.
the first place.
There you go. Danny MT admits that tons of people sent him my information and address for him to kick the shit out of me and hurt me. Now, I never tell people to do those things. I never go into DMs with people and do that sort of thing. But there are lots of nefarious people who do it. Thank you for confirming it, Danny MT. Maybe it's one of these people who don't like any of my jokes, or that I make funny jokes or weird ones that aren't funny. Maybe it's those same people. I don't know who they are. But wow, that is interesting. So when somebody wants to come kill me, it's okay. But when Danny wants to hurt other people, that's not good. But anyway, it's time for Monetize This, guys. Let's go. The forum is open to everybody tonight because the belt is on the line. Let's have some fucking fun tonight. We're taking calls from anybody and everybody. And tonight, it's time, woo, to get it on, as you've heard on this pre-show, an epic pre-show. And I appreciate the callers tonight. I do, for speaking their mind, even if they're fucking insane. I appreciate it. And wait till Bullfrog exposes everything on Patreon this week. I don't know what the fuck he's going to say. Very interesting. I hope you guys all saw what I saw tonight. I think most of you guys, especially the alpha males and the men watching this show tonight, see what I deal with on a daily basis. The type of high school bullshit, shit talk behind the back, but I love you, let's get married, but I want to see your fucking taken down. It's a very interesting thing. I was also said to stream all day, but I don't stream all day usually because I only do 2 or 3 hours of content a day sometimes. How could I stream all day? I don't know, but if you say it enough, maybe people will believe it. Monetize This coming up next, everybody. We'll see you for that. Right now, we're live over on Monetize This. Come on over. Come on over. We're going live now. The stream just went up. It just went live. Let's go. It's an OG night tonight. It's a fucking OG night tonight on Monetize This. There's the link in the chat. What's up to Derek Hintz? What's up to the Alpha Males? It's about to start right now. The belt is on the line. Fuck yeah! Ah! We are live now on the Joe Cronin Show. The pre-show's over. The championship is on the line. Monetize This is live. What's up to the chat? Here's the link. If you don't know the link, you better get your ass over there. Subscribe to the Joe Cronin Show channel. If you're an OG or a wannabe pee-pee head, come join us. I see Garguts drooling on himself. Nikki J, the weed god, smoking a doobie. And Drew's big fat lips are ready to go. Unbelievable tonight.
Who's got fatter lips?
I'm not sure who has the fatter lips, but it's one of the two definitely has the fatter lips. I'm pretty sure. All right, everybody in the chat, if you're ready, give me that 69 if you're ready in the chat. Let's go.
And if you're ready in the chat, give me the 420s.
Give me the 420s, the 69s.
Take your wee-wee.
And the 666.